This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. We're taking a little bit of a more in-depth look at this guitar today. This is a rather lovely Patrick Eggle Berlin Pro. I think it's a Berlin Pro. It's one of the Berlin range anyway, and it dates back to 1996 and came from the Patrick Eggle custom shop. If you were watching on Thursday, you'll have seen me giving a bit of a first impressions sort of overview of this guitar, and if you haven't seen that, well, spoiler alert, I was really impressed with the way this guitar plays, the build quality, pretty much everything about it, apart from two things, the trem and the pickups. But I did say I was going to have a little bit of a fiddle around with my rig and settings and stuff to see if I could get a more kind of complementary sound out of this guitar, just by essentially not assuming that my usual settings were going to be the ones that would suit this guitar. So that's what I've been doing, and we're going to talk about what I think of this guitar in light of that right after we've heard how this guitar sounds with those different settings. So there you have it. It's an absolute joy to play this guitar, really is, and I had a lot of fun putting that piece of music together. The settings that I ended up apart from the high gain sort of solo-y kind of stuff, where I was using my usual lead guitar stuff of the Blue Guitar Amp 1 on the vintage channel with the new X-Horseman in front of it. That was the only thing I used my usual rig for. Everything else I was using guitar rig. I just got the best sounds out of this guitar using guitar rig. For the crunchy riff, I was using this obviously JCM 800 kind of sound, and for the clean jangly chords, this twin reverb amp model, and for the cleaner lead, this cool plexi, almost like a JTM 45 kind of sound there. And obviously there was a little bit of reverb and delay and stuff that I added in Reaper, but those were the amp models that I was using. And, you know, I think the guitar acquitted itself particularly well under those circumstances. I will just mention that, as always, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, and a jam track for you to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month gets you access to all of these goodies and resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And a massive, massive thank you to each and every one of you who support me in that or any of the other ways. I did say on Thursday that I'll be kind of taking you through, like, you know, a bit of all the sort of weights and measures of this guitar, and let's get to that now. There we go. There you can see 1st and 12th fret neck profiles, nut width of 42.4 millimeters, weight of 3.42 kilos, and as I suspected on Thursday, the bridge pickup is an absolute beast, weighing in at 13.94 kilo ohms. The neck is much more sedate at 7.82. And in the middle setting, we have 5.27. Those are all of the essential kind of vital statistics of this guitar. You know, it's a beautiful guitar to play. You know, I'm sure you know the recipe for a guitar like this. Mahogany neck, mahogany body, maple top, roasted maple fretboard. Who else was thinking of roasted maple in the mid 1990s? I forgot to mention on Thursday as well, Spurzl locking tuners. Just to reiterate what I said on Thursday, the things I don't like, the pickups to me, under normal circumstances, under my usual rig, if you like, the Blue Guitar Amp 1, sound very kind of brittle and harsh and spiky. I can see if you were the kind of player who is into, you know, kind of really kind of full-on high-gain stuff all of the time, then especially this bridge pickup would be, you know, a good fit for you. But it's not my cup of tea in the slightest. I also don't like the lack of a tone control. We've got just this three-way selector here, which is difficult to turn when your hands are just even a little bit greasy or sweaty. And, you know, what you've got is at one end of it, you've got like a kind of a sort of a mid-rangey kind of accent. In the middle, you've got like regular humbucker tones, and then the other setting is like a single coil split, coil tap, call it what you want. I would much rather just have a tone control. The trem is the Wilkinson VSC 100 VS100C, I beg your pardon, which is a bit of a trick trem really. When the arm is back here, it's supposed to be a fixed bridge guitar, then you pull the arm forward to use it and you got a floating trem. That's what it does when it works. This one doesn't work, and apparently they are notorious for you know, being tricky to set up and requiring frequent setups. I watched a few YouTube videos on how to get this thing going, and it defeated me, I'll be honest with you. What I would say is that this is a 27-year-old guitar, and all of the kind of mechanism where the bridge is supposed to lock and everything, you get the feeling that it's supposed to feel taut and tight and meshed together like a Lee Enfield rifle or something. But this, it just feels like everything has, you can hear that, like there's a lot of play and a lot of slack in there, so that's possibly why this guitar or this trem isn't doing what, you know, what the factory intended it to do. All of that said, I do really rather like this guitar. It is a beautiful guitar to play. It is effortless. It is probably one of the most comfortable ergonomic guitars I've ever played. It genuinely is. And the great thing is, I mean, this guitar here, in terms of build quality, to get something on a par with this, you're looking at kind of boutique prices, really. You know, core PRS kind of money. But you can pick these up if you shop around. You can pick them up on eBay for under £1,000. So, you know, grab one, spend a few £100 on, you know, upgrades, get rid of these Kent Armstrong pickups because I really don't like them. But these guitars, sometimes various iterations of them came with Seymour Duncan 59s. Chuck a set of those in. drop in the non-convertible regular Wilkinson trem, and it's you're then going to have like a really top flight instrument for less than half of a brand new PRS car, and it's a bit more exclusive, isn't it? It's how many other people are going to have one? It's that they are a bit of a just that little bit of exclusivity, and that matters a lot to some people. So yeah, not a perfect guitar. It has its flaws, but where it matters in terms of the build quality, the resonance of it, this thing rings for days. I mean, I'm not plugged in at the moment. That's probably, I don't know how loud that's coming across, but it's very loud in the room here. It just feels like a really, really good guitar because it is one. It's beautifully put together. It oozes quality out of every fibre, but it has its flaws, and those are easily fixed. So that is my little review of the Patrick Eggle Custom Shop Berlin Pro from 1996. A beautiful guitar, but as I say, not without its flaws. So that's the review. Make of it what you will. I want to say a massive, massive thank you to a viewer of this channel called Sean, who was very generous in lending me this guitar to do this and Thursday's video with. I've had immense fun playing your guitar, Sean. Thank you once again, and I know you've got another one there for me that we're going to be putting under the microscope in very much a similar way to this, but that is a story for another day, and that is the video for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell in case you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars and all manner of other things. What a great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it, but for now I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.